There's always, like in the olden days, there used to be a lot of band beefs. There hasn't really been anything lately.
Yeah, you guys gotta start fighting with somebody. Jesus.
Remember, like Taking Back Sunday had a big fight with
Brand new,
and them had a fight. Do you remember? Wasn't it Godsmack?
Story of the year.
yeah.
And Story of the Year? Yeah, I mean.
With, Finch
And Disturbed.
and Disturbed.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so we just need to tail a new metal band.
Yeah. Oh my God, then you guys could get a good brawl going.
Yeah.
Who are the
Sweet.
Killers fighting with?
Everyone.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I think they were fighting with Oasis.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the ego of the band. Like, if you're somebody like Oasis and you think you are the best band since the Beatles, you're probably gonna fight with other bands.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't think we're that good, so we know. we have some band beef, but it's nothing like. Well, yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's not like. We just played a show with them. It was a little weird.
Well, so that must be strange when
But
you're.
that's not. It's not like specific to us. It's pretty much every single band out there
Has band beefs.
has band beef with this in particular
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
band.
Well, I would imagine when you're on a festival, like you guys have played a lot of festivals, that there's always got to be discord. It can't be just be all happy.
Typically friendly. Well, I mean, yeah, festivals in general are just like the worst thing ever.
Is it tough for you guys touring, being on a festival, or you like it? Like when you were
I hate
doing the
festivals.
Project Revolution and stuff like that.
Oh.
That was different.
That's
Because that's like a tour in and
touring
of itself.
festival.
Yeah. That's
What kind of
different.
festivals have you done? Like
We've done some
Glastonbury
of the
kinda
big
stuff?
European ones and in like UK European ones.
Right.
But the one we just did was just Saints and Sinners. It was in
Right.
in New
Osborne
Jersey, and
Park.
it was just like everybody that was hired on to work it was like the worst, possible people they could hire at that present time.
That's nice.
So like at one point, it was like the stage power went out when Bone Band was playing.
No kidding.
And then during the next band, the front of house stopped working.
Wow.
And then
But
and like there was like points in time where like when Alexis on Fire was on stage, like their main, like one of their main singers, Dallas, is like stage right guitar. Like he sings like a lot, and so he needs monitors obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else's monitors were working, and everything was working in his monitor but his vocal, and it was working in everyone else's monitor but his.
Oh,
So
geez.
he's like freaking out, and he goes over to the monitor guy. And the monitor guy just goes like this.
Wow.
So that was the mentality of the whole thing.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was-
It
yeah.
seemed like a cool lineup and everything. So
It was cool.
that's a
It's
shame.
just like that venue is like the worst sounding venue, and just like underpowered PA, and just
Right.
there was like 40 bands.
So you guys have had some bad luck touring.
We actually, well, I mean, aside from, like, we had no technical problems on that.
No, we had a pretty.
We had a decent set,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of Glassjaw fans there at that point in time. Everything was running late.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 40 bands in, so everybody's just kind of like, all right, I came to see Glassjaw. So by the time we got on stage, there was like half the crowd was just like, all right, Glassjaw's next.
Yeah, we went on like
Oh.
when Glassjaw was supposed to go on because it was running so late. So everybody's like,
That's
you know.
tough.
it's like 9:30. Glassjaw's supposed to be on. We're just starting our set.
Right.
So
So they really didn't care. And by that time, it was just like, sonic pummeling
Mm-hmm.
of their ears. It was just like some of the worst sounding bands I've ever heard.
Wow. Well, I meant you had some bad luck touring. I mean,
It's so
some
true.
other stuff has gone on, right?
that?
Some other stuff has gone on, getting sick, and you guys have had some.
Yeah, some
other
technically, we've had pretty good luck, but
yeah, I mean, we at least with health this tour. With health, this tour's been pretty good.
yeah, this is our first headlining tour and no sick days.
Yeah. We haven't had to take any sick days so far,
Good.
which is pretty rad.
That's the craziest phone ring I've ever
Hello.
heard.
Yeah, it's actually our guitar
Yes.
tech. Yeah, he sent
So
a
everyone
voice
has a
note,
Yes.
and it just repeats.
Oh, right on.
It's kind of like this.
Yes.
It's him doing his Midwest voice.
Is this how he gets to be
It's
part of
kinda
the interview? He calls up.
Yeah, he calls up and it's just it's a pretty funny thing to watch because he does it so horrible and yet so perfect.
What?
It's amazing.
Interviews or disrupting
No, the way
interviews?
he talks, just the way he talks when he does
Yeah.
like his whole Midwest thing.
Right on.
Like it's like Midwest meets
Yeah.
like trailer trash thing. It's mind blowing. It's so mind blowing, and it's amazing.
He
That's
seems
all.
really stressed out.
His grandparents flew
Yeah.
into town, and this is the last day of tour. We have a day and a half before we fly to the UK.
Oh, wow. So this is the last day of the tour, and you guys are excited or not because you're going overseas?
Excited to finish the tour, yeah, and
Excited that we're almost done with our entire touring schedule for the rest of the year. I'm kind of glad we're going to the UK, and yet it sucks because the food there is horrible.
they're gonna be the best shows that we play.
They are going to be.
Last time we went over there, we played like the swamp halls of the UK. We played like the 100 cap basements of like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're playing like good venues with a friends band.
Oh, good.
And it should be good.
It's going to be huge. We're playing
Brixton
Brixton.
Academy is like
Oh,
5,000
nice.
people.
Yeah.
Huge theater.
That's probably a good place to play. It's not a good place to stand. It's a cement floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Gonna have a lot of people get hurt there. This is kind of a random question, but for us, for people maybe who don't know your band that well, can you set the record straight about how to pronounce the name of your band?
It's relative to that person that pronounce. I mean, we.
Larry, let me explain. I've always thought it was Saosin.
Okay.
And then I saw on a website it said it's Saosin.
Yeah, they're both right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to us.
Tricky.
I say it how it looks. It looks like Saosin.
But
And-
if he's in
and
a
I get
mood, he
drilled,
says it the
yeah.
other way.
But vice versa too. It's like if
Well,
I'm
like
in a mood,
our
I'll
like
go,
our guitar players get really mad about the fact that, or they initially would get really mad. It says Saosin. Oh,
Yeah.
it says this.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll throw them for a loop and say, yeah, it's Saosin.
Okay.
But I mean, the phonetic pronunciation is actually like Shaoshin. So
That would really mess people up. I don't
Yeah.
think they could pronounce that.
yeah.
I think you had to
So I mean, it doesn't.
I
Really
think we're
matter
all
to
just
us.
saying it wrong, so it
think
doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Shushin.
that works.
Yeah, it means dirty dishwater.
Oh, I like that.
No, it doesn't.
All right, so what's next? Next year, what's next for you guys? Because you've been going off this album for about a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
So
A year.
A year.
A year and the record.
May
Well,
or-
Since the record's been done, it's been a year and a half.
yeah,
But we're
you've been touring like crazy.
Yeah.
nonstop.
What's next? You rest.
more
touring.
touring.
More touring.
We have basically the 16th of or 17th of December to the 21st of January off,
Oh, that's cool.
and then we go
Yeah, for
on
the first
secondary
time.
market tour.
Oh, what tour?
Secondary tertiary market tour,
Okay.
and then from there we go to like Southeast Asia, Australia, Japan.
Let's see how they pronounce
Mexico.
your band's name.
Yeah.
We do well. It's weird because we do better in Southeast Asia than we do in the States.
No kidding.
So
We
yeah.
played our biggest headlining show in Jakarta, Indonesia.
So you guys are like the David Hasselhoff of.
of
I mean,
Indonesia.
aiming for it. Yeah, it's globalization. Globalization.
It'd be sweet to be referred like that everywhere we go.
Yeah.
We're
I'm gonna
the-
start
You know what? I'll do
Yeah.
hamburger ads. I don't care. I'll do hamburger ads.
I'm gonna start that, by the way, on our website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Saosin,
calling you
the
that.
David Hasselhoff of Indonesia.
I'll pose with. Have you seen that picture where he's like posing with Shih Tzus? Or no, it's Shar-Peis.
Oh,
It's like
Please.
he's like naked and laying down, and there's like a Shar-Pei over his crotch, and there's like another one with like a bow running. He's like,
that's our next promo
find
shot.
that.
Everybody doing that. Everybody just naked with Shar-Peis.
yeah,
That could be the new album cover for next year.
yeah.
What do you think, huh?
But it's weird stuff is big in Europe and stuff. Like David Hasselhoff,
Yeah.
John Tesh is huge in Germany.
That's not right.
In France, Jerry Lee Lewis, huge. Still, 40 years post mortem, massive.
He's not dead.
Whatever. I was referring to his career.
Okay, much better.
Yeah. I was thinking Sammy Davis Jr.
You were thinking of Jerry Lee Lewis.
I was thinking of David Lee Roth. Yeah. Jerry Lee Lewis, yeah. Peed
All
on
right.
people.
Thank you guys
No, that was the
very
other guy.
much for coming up.
Oh, thank you.
This has just gone on too long, too far. We're gonna get in trouble
We're
at
just
some point.
digging a hole right
Yes.
here. There's the smack talk on everybody right there that you needed.
That was perfect. Thank you guys for coming up.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
thanks.
much for having us.
Ciao.
You've got that sexy man
We got a
voice.
couple
I just
tasty
don't like
licks lined up for you.
You have to do that.